I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you right now, I feel really bad for Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. I really do. What's up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with another video. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about former Giants head coach Joe Judge and what he's doing with the Patriots, because I found the article interesting. Thought maybe you would find it interesting too. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Helps me out huge. Hit that subscribe if you're new. We're still working on trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, so any subscriber would certainly help the cause. I also plan on putting a lot more content on my fitness channel. If you didn't know I had a fitness channel, I'm going to leave the link to that below. I am over 1,000 subscribers on that, which is awesome, but I plan on putting more of my workout regimens on there. Some of the, the protein shakes that I use, the supplements that I take, like the GNC vitamins, acetyl L-carnitine, all that stuff. And I am going to react to some gym fail videos because I just think that'll be fun. So we're going to have some more fun on that channel. And, of course, I'll kick you in the ass a little bit of motivation. So if you're interested in getting in shape or losing weight, subscribe to that channel because I'll be putting a lot more on there over the course of the summer. Joe Judge. Clown Joe. Yeah, that's right, Clown Joe. He went from one Jones to another. And what is he doing? Well, I read an article in the New York Post. And let's take a look at some of this. They said there was awkward moments in practice on Tuesday. It says the Patriots practice on Tuesday apparently featured a curious moment. What else is new with Joe Judge, right? It says Judge rejoined the Patriots after being fired, took part in a drill on Tuesday. The passing offense that is said to have been, and I quote, taking more time than usual to get set up. McKenna said the scene was unusual in that regard, but added it was a casual practice following Memorial Day. But they go on to say in a separate tweet, former special teams judge, the former special teams maestro and second-year quarterback Mac Jones had difficulty getting a drill going at the start of practice. And they say, though it's very early in the offseason, some members of the Patriots have allegedly expressed concern about what the offensive side of the ball may look like in the post-McDaniels era as a longtime offensive coordinator departed for Vegas. My God, man, it's just amazing. And then there's another quote here from Baddog who says, but so far I've had countless people who have either been with the Patriots or hearing from the players and the team. They are alarmed to this point, and they've barely done anything so far talking about the offense. There's a high level of concern about what is going on with the Patriots. How does this man have a job? They can't even get practice right. They can't even get practice right. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Giants fans. I'm going to be honest with you. I still don't have really high hopes for the Giants, right? I'm being cautiously optimistic. I'm anxious. I want to see. We got a lot of new pieces, new coaches, new GM. And I'm curious to see what goes on here, right? But when you we all knew last year Joe Judge did not have it. Now, his first year here, I was all aboard the Joe Judge train. People were like, oh, you had a bad take on that. And I love it. The Pulse of Sports changes every week. But, you go back to something I said 2 years ago. Oh, that was terrible. I have a lot of bad takes. What can I tell you? I got 1,700 videos. I'm going to get some of them wrong. I'm going to get some of them right. I'm going to get a lot wrong this year, too. It is what it is. If I was worried about getting stuff wrong, I would have never got married, right? I asked my wife. I'm wrong all the time. But last year, Joe Judge didn't have it. And even in 2020, although it looked like we were turning a corner, and I thought that he did a pretty good job considering everything that went on, that he was a new coach, and we didn't have a full practice because of COVID and everything else that was going on. I said, hey, he did a pretty good job with what he had. I thought he did. I really did, although the offense constantly struggled, and it did. It constantly struggled in 2020. We won a lot of ugly games, but we were able to win some games. And I thought maybe, hey, with a full training camp and some preseason games, they'll figure it out. And obviously, they didn't. It went way backwards last year, and you could see it from game 1 against Denver that the offense was horrible, and Joe Judge didn't have a clue with what the hell he was doing. And again, man, it became pretty obvious by the end of the year that this guy definitely is not head coaching material, and it pretty much showing right now with New England. Now, granted, it's just practice, but if you can't get practice right, I mean, what is I going to say for when it actually matters. Remember, Joe Judge said that the first 4 games of the season last year were an extension of the preseason. I mean, what head coach says that? You're already building in excuses. So while I'm not expecting a lot from the Giants, I do expect some improvement. But when I hear stuff like this about how bad Joe Judge is doing in New England, and New England is a well-oiled machine. Now, granted, since Brady left, obviously that's not the same thing. I mean, it's Tom Brady. I mean, Tom Brady does a lot of things to make an offense look good. I mean, it's just Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback in the history of football. He's won more Super Bowls than any franchise in the history of the NFL. So that's pretty impressive. But it actually gives me a little bit more optimism going forward. And I'm not saying that Daniel Jones is going to be great by any stretch of the imagination. He hasn't proven that he can be great. He hasn't proven that he can stay healthy. He hasn't proven anything as far as being an NFL quarterback. He really has proven that maybe he'd be a backup. And that's where he is right now. Now, will that change in year 4? It's possible. And like I said, when I read stuff like this, it makes me believe that Daniel Jones' regression was part Daniel Jones, obviously, and part the bad talent. And I did the 5 reasons why Daniel Jones hasn't succeeded so far in the NFL. I'm going to leave the video for that at the end of this video, and you can watch it. Let me know what you think. And again, they're in no particular order. Like I said, well, I'll let you watch the video if you haven't. But I mentioned Joe Judge as a reason that Daniel Jones regressed and failed. And I do believe that Daniel Jones will have a much better year. And I did a video talking about how Daboll said, just let it loose, be aggressive. And, you know, I'll probably do another comment on the comments video because those were fun. And coming up here, really got nothing to talk about as far as the NFL goes. NBA is almost over. NHL is almost over. Let's go Rangers. We still got the Yankees. But, you know, I had a guy comment about, I forgot what I was going to say about that. I got off track. That happens when you get old. But Joe Judge, man, again, doing a really poor job there with the Patriots. And it just makes me believe that Daniel Jones has a fighting chance. Oh, that's what I was going to say. So this guy says, oh, if Daniel Jones is... These are the words he used. I said aggressive and conservative. This guy says you're going to hate Daniel Jones if he's reckless and throws turnovers or if he's scared and doesn't do enough. Well, if he plays reckless, he's going to suck. And if he plays scared, he's going to suck. Those aren't the words I would use. But again, we'll talk about comment on the comments another time. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Sorry about that. So, again, I'm not expecting miracles here. Daniel Jones is what he is. I think we know what his talent level is. I think we know where he is. After 3 years, we kind of get an idea. But I know damn well in my heart, although I don't have the biggest belief in Daniel Jones, I know damn well he was better than he was the last 2 years. And I have no doubt in my mind after reading this about Joe Judge that Brian Daboll and Kafka are going to come in here and make him a better quarterback. Now, is he going to be a top 15 quarterback? I'm not expecting that. But I do think that he can be a top 20 quarterback, and I don't think that that's that far-fetched. Joe Judge don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what goes on in Joe Judge's mind. I don't know what Joe Judge thinks that he's going to accomplish by not... I don't know how you make the man an offensive coordinator. New England is such a well-oiled machine. And they've been so good for so long. And then they make a head-scratching move like this. And you saw how bad the Giants' offense was. Even with Daniel Jones, it was terrible. And then when Daniel Jones wasn't here, I mean, it wasn't even an NFL offense. And you wanted to blame Jason Garrett. And Garrett left and the offense got worse. So how could you take a guy that was just absolutely pathetic when it came to moving the ball and scoring points in the NFL, an offense that looked like just completely lifeless and had no business being in the NFL, and you make him an offensive coordinator? I don't know. I don't think he's going to have that job too long in New England if they struggle. I just don't. It was strange to me that I get a job immediately like that, especially an offensive coordinator. But again, I just wanted to come out and share my thoughts on it because I do think reading something like this tells me that Daniel Jones is definitely better than he was the last few years. And I expect him to be better. Again, do I expect the guy to be a Pro Bowler? No. But I expect him to be better. I expect him to be able to move the ball better, to score more points, to be able to put the ball in the end zone. I do expect that. I do expect more aggressive play calling and more belief in Daniel Jones. And we all know that you talk about not being able to get the practice started. We all know how many damn times the Giants got to delay a game and didn't have the offense set. There was the one game, I don't remember who it was. I think it was against Tampa Bay. maybe. I don't remember. Giants were inside their own 5. They took a timeout to avoid a delay of game. They ran 2 plays. They lost 2 yards. It was like 3rd down and 25, and then they took a delay of game in the same sequence, on the same set of downs. So they had one delay of game that they avoided with a timeout, and then they took another delay of game in the same series. I mean, what? Oh, the headsets. Maybe the headsets ain't working in New England. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they ain't got the headsets working. I don't know what it is. All I know, Giants fans, is this. Am I expecting miracles? No. Am I expecting improvement? Yes. Joe Judge was a main problem here, and reading an article like this just reaffirms my belief that he was a major problem with what was going on in this offense. So that's all I got in this video. Again, if you made this far, you're a trooper. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Leave your comments below. I always look forward to reading them. And hey, subscribe to that fitness channel. And come on over there if you got any questions, because I'm happy to answer. Until next time, guys and gals, it's Bad Diggity Dizzle. Joe Judge, still a clown, and I'm out. Peace.